And it's authentic too, and it comes from a place of
That's what I
authenticity.
mean. Like, a lot of these people, like, they don't write their own bars. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but we assume that the things that they're saying in their music is true. When in reality, there are so many people, male and female, that are writing their own bars, and it is true. Mm-hmm. And, like, sometimes it's about depression and shit, and nobody gives a fuck.
True.
No one cares.
It comes down to the consumer. It's like who's saying it and who's absorbing it, who's listening to it, taking it in, because that same person could send a message of negativity and all these things, and their people would eat it up. But as soon as they switch up real quick and say something about, oh, you should change this, you should be more positive, it's like, where the fuck were you this before? Like,
right.
Yeah. And
exactly. I've had that conversation before.
It's like the authenticism is so rare to find, but people are struggling with it every day. All these artists are struggling.
Well, because that's where, and to bring it back full circle, that's where the person versus persona comes in, because it's like, that's how you become authentic, is by separating it from yourself. Like, it sounds kind of redundant, but that's what you have to do. It's like, you have to take yourself from a certain point in time when you were going through all these things, which you might be healing from now. You might have recovered from whatever it is that happened to you, be it like, when you were, like, on the street, when you were out here, when you were doing whatever you had to do, like, for male, like, men and women. Like, so, whether it's hoeing, whatever it is, like, you take who you were at that time, and then you make it your persona, so that way you can switch out of it, so you can remind yourself, I'm not that person anymore. And I can heal, and I can get past it. But when it's entertaining, because fucked up people are entertaining. So it's like, we all love to laugh, you know? Unfortunately.
That's the culture.
Right, and that's why so many comedians have died, so many actors have died, so many of our favorite hip-hop artists have died, you know? Like, because they don't separate it. And that's something, like, in the future, this is something that is going to be written about, like, it's going to be studied, it's going to be, this is like, you know what I mean? This is something that artists need to be tapping into now, because we need to be able to access these emotions, but also know that we don't have to be that person all the time.
Absolutely.
You don't have to be that fucked up person just because people want you to be. I fully believe that.
No, we're hitting on some real topics.
You know, I fully believe that's why Mac Miller isn't here today. Like, rest in peace. Like, God rest his soul. But, like, it's hard. It's hard, and, like, you see it in a lot of different rappers. They can't differentiate themselves from this version, and you have to be able to do that.